Well, it's one of those Sunday mornings where it felt like it was event time. It was, everybody was going to gather. They were going to watch one thing. And, you're used to having the Premier League in the morning anyway, or at least the soccer fans know that that's where you can find it on Saturday and Sunday morning. But this became more of an event where you sort of remember where you're going to remember where you were, I think, watching the World Cup. And decided on penalty kicks. It came down to what you wanted, the two best players in the world, or at least the GOAT status. Mbappe might be the best player in the world, but Messi on that stage did what you want great players to do. Both did. They came up with big plays, but wonderful, spectacular, and just trying to gather all of that and understand it. And you don't have to be a soccer fan. It's just that, and you didn't even have to root for anybody, because if you cared about drama, it was there. That was it. You're just watching. And I didn't care. I thought France was going to win. But, as it went longer, I thought, oh, my God, Mbappe is going to steal this from Messi. And then Messi's going to steal it back. And then all of a sudden it came down to PKs, and Martinez was a better goalie. But, give Argentina credit. You start out, it's 2-0, and then I go, is this how it's going to be? It's like, man, all right, I guess it's going to be a blowout. And then all of a sudden, bang, bang. And I go, okay, here we go. Wonderful, wonderful moments there. And I thought Fox did a great job, camera work, getting, a lot of the reaction. And there was certainly a lot of that. But it was fun, and it's something that I'm going to remember where I was. And I was watching probably with 10 people there. But it ended right at 12:55, just in time for Fox to go, and here's the Cowboys and the Jaguars. See you later. That was it. All right, poll question today. What are we going to have there, Todd?
We got a couple. First one is, after watching the World Cup final, I plan to start watching a little more soccer, watch a lot more soccer, tune in 4 years from now for the next World Cup.
I think we ask this every World Cup when it's done. Hey, you're going to watch
Asked it like every day for the last 3 weeks.
We got to watch more soccer.
But that was super extra special, I thought. I've been watching like the entire start to finish of like the last 3 matches.
Well, thank you.
Which I never thought I would ever do.
But is that going to change your viewing pattern?
I think it will. I personally would vote for start watching a little more soccer. I'm not like all in, but if I'm flipping around and I see a soccer match, I may watch that instead of immediately changing the channel.
Yes, see.
I'll be curious to know how just the fact that it'll be in the United States in 4 years, how that changes, if it changes people's viewing habits.
Yeah, Paul.
Were you having some type of party? You said you were watching with 10 people. Was it crepes and kegs? What were you? What was, you're a France fan. What was going on there?
No.
Big get together.
Yeah. I just had some leftover people at the house, and we all gathered and watched. I didn't go anywhere.
Any hardcore soccer fans or casual?
There's
soccer?
one.
Oh, boy.
There's one.
I saw that look.
Yeah, there's one. But, he would set us straight, where I kept using the word soft throughout the entire World Cup. When somebody would fall down, I go, soft. And then he would say, no, that was a legitimate foul there. But he kept us correct in watching, making sure we knew exactly what was happening. But it was wonderful. And when you look at Mbappe, who's 23, as the future of the sport, and then Messi at that age, and you're thinking, this is Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. And I kept thinking, can you answer? Can you answer? And in the Super Bowl, Mahomes couldn't answer because his offensive line wasn't very good. But Mbappe answered. And when it started to look pretty bleak, he answered. But then Messi did as well. Here is the final call as Argentina takes home the World Cup. Argentina champions of football, Andres Cantor, the play-by-play for Telemundo, and he is from Argentina. Yes, Paul.
First of all, that was beautiful. And he, if you know anything about him, that's where he grew up. I would like to hear that for the end of the Super Bowl with Joe Buck. Didn't he grow up a Chiefs fan? Would be my guess. And you can imagine Joe Buck just emotional mess of just screaming the Chiefs are the champs, Chiefs are the champs. That'd be good TV.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
That's kind of my point.
Yes, Tom.
I was wondering the exact same thing listening to it. Has there ever been a time, or would there ever be a time where someone would be crying during or at the end of the final call that they're making?
Well,
Could there be something that big as the Super Bowl is, even if the
but
person
it's the
calling
country. He's from the country.
I understand that, but even if someone's calling the Super Bowl and that's their favorite team growing up or they grew up there, I can never imagine anyone be blubbering through the final call of something like that.
Well, I guess Al Michaels on the call. Do you believe in miracles? I mean,
which is different than. Do you believe in miracles? Oh my God!
Fritzy, you're more emotional during a September Broncos game.
That is true.
Yeah, but you got to understand the magnitude of it, and that's why it's important for Andres Cantor. And I don't think he hides his fandom there, and his country ended up winning. So I get it, and I'm not going to knock him on that he got that emotional.